Welcome to this interactive study guide on mensuration. Mensuration is the branch of geometry that deals with measuring lengths, areas, and volumes. It is one of the most reliably tested topics in GCSE Mathematics, appearing in almost every paper. By mastering these formulas, you secure accessible marks that can make a real difference to your grade. In this video, we will explore key concepts, work through a typical exam question, and highlight common pitfalls to avoid. Let's map out the core concepts. First, perimeter is the total distance around a two-dimensional shape. For a circle, we call it circumference, and it is always pi times the diameter. Second, area measures the space enclosed by a shape. Most area formulas relate back to a rectangle. For example, a triangle is half a rectangle. Third, volume measures the space inside a three-dimensional solid. For prisms, volume equals the area of the cross-section multiplied by the length. Turning to our core study notes, here are the essential formulas. For circles, circumference is pi times diameter, and area is r squared. For triangles, area is half base times height. For any prism, volume is the area of the cross-section multiplied by the length. And for a cylinder, total surface area is the curved area plus the two circular ends. Make sure you have these committed to memory. Here is a reliable four-step process for any mensuration question. First, identify the shape and what you need to find: perimeter, area, or volume. Second, write down the correct formula. Third, substitute the given values, making sure units are consistent. Fourth, calculate step by step, showing your working, and round your answer to the required degree of accuracy. This methodical approach minimizes errors. Let's work through a typical exam question. We have a prism with a triangular cross-section. The base of the triangle is 6 centimeters, the height is 4 centimeters, and the prism length is 10 centimeters. First, we calculate the area of the triangle. Half times base times height gives 12 square centimeters. Then, volume is area of cross-section times length. 12 times 10 equals 120 cubic centimeters. Always include the correct units in your answer. Watch out for these common pitfalls. First, do not confuse diameter with radius. Circumference uses diameter, area uses radius. Second, always use the perpendicular height, not the slant height, in area formulas. Third, be careful with units. Area is square units, volume is cubic units. Finally, always show your working. Even if your final answer is wrong, you can still earn method marks. Examiners love clear, step-by-step solutions. To wrap up, remember the three pillars: perimeter, area, and volume. For circles, know the difference between circumference and area formulas. For prisms, volume is cross-sectional area times length. For surface area, add up all the faces. Always check your units and show every step of your working. With these tools, you are ready to tackle any mensuration question in your GCSE exam. Good luck!